Hello, welcome back. Today's camera that I want to talk to you about is one of my favorites. It's called the Hasselblad Super Wide C. And as you can see, it has probably one of the sharpest lenses on the market. It's called a Biogon 38mm 4.5 lens, which is incredibly sharp. It has a 91-degree angle of view, so it's a very, very wide angle camera. And as you can see, the body of the camera is very, very short. When you take the film back off and you look inside the camera, you can see that it's really just a very, very thin camera, but it does an unbelievably sharp and tremendous job taking pictures. So let me just kind of go over some of the different features of the camera itself. So your shutter speed is set here, and it uses what's called an EV scale. So once you have your shutter speed and aperture set, so you set your shutter speed here, and if you need to change your aperture, you pull this wheel or this little tab back and you can change your aperture. So let's just say 60th of a second at f8 is my proper exposure. Any of these other settings, 1/8 of a second at 22, 15th of a second at f16, are all going to give me the same exposure. But also, as I change, it's also changing my depth of field scale. So as I focus on my subject, which I'm doing here, and this will focus down to 2 feet, and then you can also go all the way down to 12 inches from your subject. But as I change my EV scale, it's also changing my depth of field. So I can see what my depth of field is going to be depending on the distance I am focused on my subject, which makes this very, very nice and very easy to use. So your shutter release is right here. Take the dark slide out. Can't take a picture with a Hasselblad with the dark slide in. Take your photograph, advance to the next frame. To look through the viewfinder, I'm just going to look through this optical finder here. Another nice feature about this is right to the left of the viewfinder is a little prism mirror system that actually looks down onto the bubble level. So as I'm looking through my viewfinder, I can change the orientation of my camera to make sure that my subject is plumb, my horizon is plumb, making sure that everything is squared away in my camera so my horizon line is straight. To take the film back off, of course I have to put the dark slide in, and then you just slide this button over, pull back, and your dark slide comes out, or your film back comes out. So to load, let me just take a moment here and show you how to load the film back. So you just flip this up, pop this out. You can leave your dark slide in, which is probably a better thing to do. These film holders flip up, so your film would normally be over here. Take your empty spool, your take-up spool, and put it into the take-up spool area. Put your film tab down. Put your fresh roll of film into here. Put your film tab down. Bring the leader over onto your pressure plate. Unlock this, which actually opens this little slot here so you can put your film underneath here. Put your leader into the take-up to the slot here on your spool. Wind until you're taking up and you see the start come out on your film. Then all you have to do is put this back in your film chamber. Take this out a little bit if you want to. Lock it into place. Push your dark slide back in. Now and you can see here that I'm at 0. And my window here is black. My crank is broken, but you would normally just wind this. Keep on winding, keep on winding. Pretty soon, stops, and I can see the number 1 here, and my window here is white, meaning that my film is in the ready to take position. Put your film back on. You see these, you have these two little knobs underneath here, two little indents, and you have the two little hooks on your camera. So just put the back onto those hooks, push the back onto the camera. Once you're ready to take your picture, you pull the dark slide out, take your photograph, and then advance your frame, and now we're on number 2. And when you're transporting the camera around, put your dark slide back in so you can't accidentally take a picture. This camera was made in 1950. The camera first started, the first wide-angle camera for Hasselblad was called the Supreme Wide, and it came out in 1954. This version is around 1973 when the first came out with the black body and the black lenses. Most of the cameras before then were chrome. This finder can actually come off. You can put a flash on there if you want to. You have your settings on the side here for M for bulb flash, X for electronic flash, and then V for your self timer. And to put it into V, you push this button in and then push it down to the V setting, and that gives you an 8.5 second self timer. So this is the Hasselblad Super Wide C or SWC camera. It's a tremendously sharp picture. I went out and took some pictures with it, which I'll show you here. Thank you for taking some time to learn a little bit about this camera. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much.